For about 8 years, I was a felony probation officer, and a lot of the people that I worked with were suffering from drug addiction. I spent a lot of time with these folks. I learned a lot from them, and I would take these pictures of folks as they were graduating the drug court program. It was a really good confirmation to them that they were doing the right thing, and it was also good for the community to see these folks doing well. Have you seen your mugshot?
No. No, ma'am. Does it look crazy?
So here's what I'd like to do. I want to film you looking at it for the first time.
I bet it's crazy. I know it's crazy.
All right, here it is.
Oh, wow. It's worse than I thought. I look lost. I look like broken.
It's real sad. I'm glad I ain't like that. I don't want to look like that ever again.
This is horrible. It makes me want to cry.
So why am I doing this? We know these headlines, right? We know people are dying. We know the numbers. We see them walking down the sidewalk. I want to start telling the story of recovery, because if you don't have the light at the end of the tunnel, they don't have the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's normalize recovery. Let's normalize sobriety. There are a lot of people out there that are doing well, and I want to make sure that people know that. You see, I mean, I didn't even know that was her. When I had that mugshot and then she showed up, I was like, really, that's you? I mean, look at that, about her smile then versus now. One of the quotes that I use in the book is from the NA manual, which is, it's not just about the drug use. So simple abstinence is not going to solve the problem. It's a long, long journey. That's why I try to convey to people the canyon these folks have to cross from the time that mugshot is taken to the time that they're now ripping up that mugshot. We talk about maintenance, recovery, the 12 steps, and NAAA responsivity, which is the things that inhibit somebody from responding well to recovery. Somewhere along the line, they move from what we call extrinsic motivation to intrinsic motivation, meaning now they have a purpose, they understand why it's important to stay clean, and things are starting to click, like there's better ways to live my life.
Dope isn't the answer to all my problems anymore. And you got 2 kids, and they depend on you.
Me and my girlfriend that I'm madly in love with, she found out she was pregnant. We both went for our daughter, so she went to one place and I went to another, so we can both focus on ourselves. We've been clean and sober ever since.
I just knew that I wanted to be a mom, and I wanted to give my child something that I never had.
We all have things that we have to cope with, and some people spend too much money, some people work 14 hours a day, some people pick up a needle. It's just unfortunate because when somebody goes down that road of drug use and addiction, the consequences are so much more devastating. What I challenge in this book is when you look at this list and you look at these words, instead of seeing them as charges, what if you saw them as symptoms?
I truly believe that nobody wakes up thinking, today I'm going to become an addict. Knowing a lot of people with childhood trauma or trauma as an adult, it's a way to escape.
Trauma plays a huge role in why people turn to drugs. The trauma not only prior to use, trauma during use, trauma following use.
We didn't have anybody to show us the right way. So if I could go back now and look at her and actually talk to her, I would just tell her that anything's got to be better than that. I was just scared and hopeless and scared. I didn't know how to get better.
These folks really want to tell their story, and I'm really just here to be a conduit for their stories. I hope that the people that are featured in the book, they're getting a lot of affirmation and confirmation that they're doing the right thing. Because the folks in these books, they're working in their community, they're working in their grocery stores, they are working in their halfway houses, they are working in the field of substance use disorder. So they have a lot to offer.
I've been working for the same job now for almost 3 years. We got our own place. We are actually just taking care of business and living life.
I just wake up every day proud of myself, knowing that I never want to have that life again. I never will have that life again.
I feel like I've done a lot of growing, and I want to share my story with the community. Being that I currently work in the SUD and SMI community, it's a way to make sure that I'm doing the things that I promise I'm going to do to the individuals that I serve. I want people to know that there's other ways to get help. I want, especially women, to know that everything you need is inside, is within yourself, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to learn how to bring it to the surface.
Don't give up on yourself. You're never too far gone. And don't think for a second that, there's not people out there that love you and care for you, that want you to be the better version of yourself.
Even since the book is done, I've still continued to take photographs, do interviews. I'd like to feature some areas that are doing well, feature people that are doing well, to promote recovery elsewhere. When your neighbors are healthy, the neighborhood is healthy. When the neighborhoods are healthy, the community is healthy. So I hope that someone who needs help picks this book up and they see that there is hope to get to the other side and be a healthy and well person.